Okay, well this next video and the next couple of videos are going to be probably a little bit interesting. We're not going to be doing adventure mode. I'm going to be doing kind of a fortress. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out. I'm not going to do a complete in-depth fortress like I normally do. These will just be small little things built around quickly dying. We'll try Region 4 here, and let's just go straight to Fortress mode. We're also going to be embarking in a very small area, if I can help it. Let me open my tools here. I'm going to be trying to do a nano fortress at some point. That's just a 1 square embark. I don't know where we'll do that. And if we've got space pirates in this world, which I think we do, if we've got space pirates, we're going to be trying to take over somebody else's fortress, which should be rather fun. Because I have two programs that I'm going to try to link to. One's called Nano Fortress and one's called Just Embark. And they allow you to embark anywhere. There's also a couple other utilities I'm trying to learn here. DF Fusion is one of them. But let's see. First, let's check the races that there are. Go to a mountain range. That way, it can narrow down our list of neighbors. If there's too many neighbors, whenever you're trying to choose your race, just put your cursor over a mountain region here, and whenever you tab through the screens for the civilization you've got highlighted, the only one left here will be the civilization you are. So, the Inks of Heather is an angel civilization. The Trustworthy Confederation are humans. The Tattooed Silkiness, Rainbow Ponies. The Rack of Bowels is Serpent Men. Dungeon of Limbs, Diomedian Ponies. There's a lot of animal races in the MixMod. Zebras, buffaloes, various types of ponies. I think from My Little Pony mod. The Worthy Iron, that is buffaloes. There we go. The Paper of Land, Sex Demons. I think those might have been some of the things that we ran into in the previous adventure video that I got rid of. Damn penis rapist monsters. We'll probably be running into those in the fortress at some point. I don't know if they siege or not. The Cradled Ropes. Those are lollies, whatever those are. Lollipops or something like that. Candyland mod, maybe. The Equal Chamber is Fallen emo things, I think. Space Pirates all are the Tall Wickedness. Armor of Slapping is Yiffians. Salute of Organization is Seputus, whatever that is. Faithful of Clouds are Ponies, and the Justice of Bunions are Muley. So the Tall Wickedness is a space pirate empire over here in the east. What we want to look for space pirates is a fortress that we can embark on. And maybe a haunted or sinister region that we can try to take over from the inside. We're going to crash our assault pod right into the middle of their fortress. Here's a haunted. You know what, we're going to embark on this one actually. I was going to look around for a little bit more, but this is exactly what I'm looking for. It's haunted. It's got some soil, some deep metals, flux stone. It does not have an aquifer, from what I can tell. And it's got a river that runs right through the south of the fortress here, so we should have a river and water. Elevation, this whole region is completely flat, so it'll be easy to record everything that goes on. I won't have to page up and down through multiple Z levels. You can see my embark here is still grayed out. While we're on this screen, I'm just going to run the program that is Just Embark. Let me find it real quick. And I'm also going to try to change the number of dwarfs that we embark with. A little bit of fun, a little bit of cheating, I guess, if you want to call it that. We're going to call it editing or something. There we go, Just Embark. We run that. It won't tell you if you've done it or anything, but the embark will highlight. So now we can embark anywhere on the map. We could embark on a very tall mountain region. We could embark on a fortress, in towns, anywhere we wanted to, really, we could embark. Let me see. The other thing I wanted to try to check here, I'm going to run this real quick. I may edit some of this footage out and just jump to the start if this doesn't work. But this is DF Fusion. I know you guys can't see it. Let's see. Advanced Tools, Embark, Simple Embark. I'm going to go Simple Embark here. I should be able to change the number of dwarfs that I'm starting with. Possibly. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work or not. I still don't know how to use that program. I'll try to check it out for a later video or something. We're going to embark here, and I think I should probably prepare carefully. I'm not going to actually prepare from the scratch. I'm going to use Profile 1 here, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that has been chopped from the starting list. Actually, yeah, it did work. It did add more people, more space pirates to our assault party here. So, we start with more than 7. What do we got? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We start with 12 space pirates now. I'll have to get all of them set up. I'm actually going to do all of this setup off screen, and I'll come back whenever I've got all of the items that we're going to start with selected. We're going to start with a whole bunch of stuff. Again, because this fortress isn't really a challenge or anything. We're going to be killed at some point by some invincible hate monster or something like that. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, these are all the items that we're going to start out with. A whole bunch of seeds, 10 copper picks, 10 steel battle axes, forged steel battle axes, a couple anvils, some charcoal and lye. None of this stuff's really going to matter, depending on how quickly we die here. But it's pretty much just everything that we should probably need to start out with. Thread and cloth, I think. Leather, so that we can start making leather armor. Nothing too fancy. I'm not going to go too quickly into metal armor. And I've got some of these people set up as soldiers to assist us. We're just going to go ahead and embark here, and see what happens. I'm going to save it as soon as we get into the game world and set up all of the names for the creatures as well. And then I'll come back and we can actually start having fun. So let's see, we've arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, our harsh trek has finally ended. Our party of 7, actually 12, is to make an outpost for the glory of all Angzerjung. There are almost no supplies left, another lie, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarfs. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodging ere the creepers get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins at this place. Crowd incest! Strike the earth! What a lovely hovel. So let's take a quick look around the area. We're going to be assaulted soon. There's a werehare. It's enraged at all enemies. You can see our dwarves here have their little, or our space pirates have little dwarfy icons, which is good. We're going to be fighting soon, I think. This place actually might be empty. There's no one here except wildlife. Okay, so this fortress is not, no one's living here. There's, I guess, no, it's not habited, whatever. We do have a couple fish, 2 pikes, a werehare, a sinus el-razel. What is that? A sinuous el-razel is a leathery creature with a barbed tail and many rows of sharp teeth lining its mouth. Local legend holds that the creature is beloved of Drogor, the god of angry seas. It's gigantic, its scales are yellow, and a werehare. Truly a disconcerting sight to many adventurers. It is, to find your path blocked by a creature so terrifying that it is hard to believe. Started out as one of the cutest animals in the wild. It's got white fur, it's enormous yet skinny, and its eyes are blood red. And it's charging at us right here. We'll be able to quickly dispatch it. There's the river to the south. It's got 2 pike in it. A couple other things floating around too. There's the sinuous Elzrazel, so it swims. And here we've got damp, rough-hewn scrap fastener, some technology embedded into the wall. There's a pike. What's this arrow? A roachfish. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not even going to do this fight yet. I'm going to save the game, get these starting 12 named, and whenever we come back, we'll see how quickly these people die. I'm sure that the first year that a siege shows up, we're doomed. I'm not going to build a trench or anything like that. We'll have to guard these doors here with our very lives, because this is the only way in or out of the fortress. We'll zoom out. Let me zoom out real quick. This is the fortress that we started in. You can see we've got walls, ramparts. If we had archers, we could set them up there. The southeast corner here raises 1 Z level higher, so it's got better coverage above the gate. Well, we've got our work cut out for us. I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. I've got everyone named here. You can see the names of the 12 space pirates. Kind of got a theme going on for them. I'm sure you can pick it out if you want to there. But let's real quick go ahead and make a military squad. We'll give them metal armor, and the leader. Let's see, who do we have that's a good axe pirate? Peppy is going to be the leader there. He's a good axe pirate. I think it said he was a proficient one. We'll put 2 pirates in this squad. We'll have Peppy and John Spartan. You know what? Hang on. We'll do 3 actually. And then we're gonna make another squad. And Han Solo can go in there. There we go. So there's our squad. The Hells of Sizzling. Pretty easy to set it up there. Don't need to go into any more depth than that, because the only weapons I have are axes. If I had a whole bunch of weapons, I might want to go specify which weapons they could pick up or which armor they could wear. But for the time being, you don't need to micromanage that much. And let's pull up the screen here. We'll make them active, and we're going to give them a kill order. Kill this werehair. Charge after them. And there they go. So let's see. We have V right there. Jefficorn charging forward. I think they're all going to go kill it. There's John Spartan. There's Han Solo. And there's Peppy. Surely Jefficorn and V aren't going up there to attack it. Yeah, they are actually. Falco's interrupted. So let's see. The werehair scratches V in the right upper leg, chipping the exoskeleton and bruising the muscle, bruising the bone. Werehair breaks John Spartan's grip, and looks like they're just wrestling around with it right now. Somebody struck it down. Han Solo crushes something. Crushes it in the head, bruising the brain. Jefficorn smacks it in the right upper arm, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. John Spartan smacks it, shattering the skull and tearing apart the brain. And the werehair there is now dead. So burn in hell, you werehair. Adjust the volume here. Where are you going, you psychopath? Who is that? V is heading down to the river, which is a horrible idea. There's an armadillo, a small animal covered in armor plating. I guess I'm not going to tell him not to, but there are those sinuous Elezraels down there. Whatever they want to do. Let's see, real quick though, we're going to set up a few things. We need to find out where we're going to drill downwards, because I want to start drilling down into the caverns. We need to see what minerals are in the earth here. Is it worth to the Space Pirates, Space Federation, to actually set up an outpost here? Only the minerals will tell. Or if there's ancient artifacts down there that we can pillage. This is going to be... I think I'm going to make this something like the bedrooms and mess hall for the time being. That way I don't have to build them anything else. Or I could make each one of these towers somebody's bedroom. Could also do that. There's plenty of things I could do. Where to build the downward stairwell? You can see the C's flashing are all constructions. I think we'll build it up in this corner right here. It's got to be that big. I think you can also dig in 3D now. Up, down, stairwell. I'm trying to dig through a few Z levels there. No, it didn't work. Oh well. We'll designate a few here. Should only be 3 wide. Let me make sure that's all matched up. Yeah, we'll go down just a few. Maybe. This is why I hate recording building. Digging stuff. Until you get in the flow, holy crap. It's just slamming on keys and hoping you hit the right thing. That should be enough. Takes us down to level 135. We'll let them get that dug out real quick. Also, if there's any trees around here, which there's not. I was gonna say we could chop some trees down for wood. What is this? A shrubbery? It is a shrubbery. Fortunately, I cannot make a bed out of that. There's this one lone tree here. A hickory sapling. It may be a tree in another year or so. I've also decided that this fortress is on a time limit. The Space Pirates have been given 4 years to survive. At the end of 4 years, they're leaving this outpost and heading back to space or whatever. So, if they last 4 years, congratulations. If they don't, then we'll move on to another fortress. No fortress should last longer than 4 years. At least if we're the space pirates. They're just down here looking for minerals and other bullcrap they can sell somewhere. Did one of those things fight? I only see one E there. Are they on top of each other? Are they stacked up right now? No, they're not. Don't tell me those things got out and started walking on land. It did. There it is right there. A sinuous Elrizel. It's got fangs, upper body, it's got legs. Beloved of Drogor, the god of angry seas. I don't think we're gonna have a good day with these things. If they want to chow down on us, we're probably not gonna be able to offer too much resistance. Stairwell's going rather nice. Yay, striking different gems and stuff. What are you dwarfs doing? I think they're picking stuff up that's scattered around outside too. There were a few trinkets laying around, I believe. Probably necklaces and rings, dolls and stuff like that. Just junk that people have discarded back when this fortress used to be in use. No telling how long it's been abandoned, or if the previous owners ever intend to come back. See, we'll put the masons up here kind of by the stairwell. That way they can run outside and go up and down the stairs. I only have one stone so far, a dolomite stone. Most of the stuff I'm going to be making is going to have to be out of stone. Unless we've got a lot of trees down here. There it is. The one lone dolomite stone. Setting so pretty in our stairwell. Plenty more Z levels to go, though. I'm going to go ahead and cut away for a bit, and whenever something happens, I'll go ahead and come back. I'm not going to record everything that I do on these fortresses. But I'm sure we'll be sieged at some point, and utterly destroyed. And here we go. That didn't take very long. We've discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. And it looks like it's completely filled with water. Well, I guess not completely. We'll go up there. It's got plenty of water for us, though, if we get thirsty. Let's see. It is muddy hard rock floor. Plenty of gems. Ortho clays. That's not a gem at all, is it? I don't think it is. An ancient armor cluster. It's kind of fancy. Who knows what technology that would yield to us. Blood tubes growing out of the floors. And here's our stairwell. Let's see. Straight down from the center here is going to drop us right into the water. So I'll have to fix that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just 7 floors down. We find our first cavern layer. I made a whole bunch more people into miners, by the way. That way we can hurry up and dig this stairwell out. I'm not going to be digging any buildings underground, but I do need stone and gems and other things like that. Let's build a wall piece right here. Actually, build that out of dolomite. Try to seal this off. That way nothing flies up the stairwell, and we're going to have to route away down through the stone. We'll probably come out right here on this little edge here. That's what we'll do. We'll make a stairway down here, over here, and then stairs that lead down and open up right here. And that is how we will get to that level. Did we find any monsters on our radar here? Still just pikes, sinuous alzrails, and armadillos. I think we're safe for the time being. Plenty of water sloshing around down there, though. We've got our scouts watching the gates, and I've opened up these two areas right here. We're going to build doors here. Maybe have a little dining hall or something for the soldiers here. And in this level they'll train or sleep, or maybe they'll train down here or something. But that way we'll have guards extremely close to the front gate, constantly on duty there. It's only a matter of time until the beasts show up and start sieging. Okay, well, seem to have hit my first snag. I was kind of wondering why my miners weren't advancing any further, and it appears they've hit a rough-hewn, hard rock wall that they cannot mine through. So kind of a change in plans there. I've never actually seen anything like that that I wasn't able to mine through. That is a bit strange. Maybe the space pirates don't have strong enough tools to get through it. Can I craft better tools? Maybe the picks I've got simply aren't hard enough to mine through it. Let's change this then. Put up-down stairwells there. And here. Try the same thing right here. Maybe we can come down over the top of that hard rock. I want this stairwell to have a pretty wide opening too. I have a feeling it's going to be getting a lot of traffic right around the time we get our first migrant wave. I assume the space pirates can get migrant waves. There we go. And we'll let them get to work on that. I've also set up a few other things. Weapon racks and armor racks are going to be going in here, like I've already mentioned. This will be a little squad training area. I've set up another, I think, a mason shop right here, a mechanics shop for gears, and a crafts space pirate shop. Yeah, a crafts pirates workshop right there. Eventually we will be crafting things, obviously, there. And how about we place this trade depot? I prefer to have my trade depot close to the gate. Mostly because I have found that merchant guards provide excellent protection and an excellent buffer, allowing your dwarfs more time to prepare. So we'll place the trade depot kind of right here in the middle then. Make it out of dolomite blocks. Well, that's where it's going to go whenever I get more stone. I'm not going to waste charcoal building that, though. I know we have magma somewhere on the map, at the very, very bottom. But there's no telling when we're going to get down there. And I would like to have a weapon shop set up at some point. Smelt a few ores, make a few armor pieces. Even though I don't have enough trees to really have a charcoal industry, I'm going to have to get magma at some point. You can see all those little shrubs growing up all over the place. More than there was whenever we first started. Maybe they're going to spread and actually take off. Who knows, maybe we can turn this into a forest area. Try not to be too greedy with our tree harvesting. So are they going to be able to make it through here this time? Right, one line ahead is where they got stuck previously, on this level here. I think they're going to be able to make it to the stairwell this time. So it won't be too much longer before they get the stairwell connected to the caverns here. And we can begin deciding what we're going to do here. I think I might actually just wall this off and not have to worry about anything coming from this direction just yet, until we secure all of this area. We'll have water access right here that I can block off with a door. And I won't have to set up a well just yet. But if I do set up a well, it's probably going to go right here. That way the dwarfs going up and down, or I'm gonna call them dwarfs forever, but the space pirates, that way the pirates that are going up and down the stairwell here can just stop off, get a drink, maybe have the kitchen on this level too. I still haven't decided. Or not the kitchen, but the dining hall. Oh well, they still don't have any beds, so they're all sleeping outside in the rain and everything. It's good for them. It is 21st Granite, 669, early spring. We got a population of 12 space pirates, and there's no sign of any... Never mind, there is a sign of wildlife there. There's a whole bunch of grassland scorpions to the northeast. Looks like they're just traveling through. A large arachnid found in grasslands. He is gigantic, his chitin is green, his eyes are black. They blend in with the grass very well. Man, that is a lot of them. I don't think that they'll be able to come through our front door here, but any dwarfs that, or any space pirates that bump into them outside are going to be eviscerated. There's V. This is why I need to get underground water access too. So no one else will be going outside these doors. Not everything can get through doors, by the way. I normally don't depend on them on my other fortresses, because they are notoriously unreliable if you want to actually survive. There goes a whole string of pirates back to the wagon. I need to get also... We need farms to be set up and everything else, too. We are running on a timer here. I only brought so much food. You know what? Even though I don't... Well, I can't give anyone a bedroom, so I can't even... Can I set up an office? How about this building right here? We'll place it in the second level. Make it kind of business-like. We'll have... You'll come up the stairs. We'll have, actually, a throne right here. And a table right there. This will be the office area. I'll also have cabinets and stuff like that. Maybe a small library. This is where all of the paperwork is going to be done, because I need to keep track of how much food we've got. If it starts to get too low, I'll have to turn a bunch of these pirates into hunters. The scorpions may be coming for us anyways. They're starting to stack up around the corner there. Oh, this could be our first big fight. Our first real one anyways. That were hair certainly wasn't anything to be concerned about. Do I still have my military active? Yeah, they're active. Set to training, there we go. You know what, we need to bump them up. 3 is simply not going to be enough. I've got other axe dwarfs out there. Who do we have? Proficient axe pirate. V, you're going in. And Jefficorn, you're in the squad now too. We may have to scramble them over to the door. If the scorpions break through this first door, looks like this thing's coming after us too. The sinuous is moving. Are they both moving on us? Have they decided to attack us all at once? They walk up to the door. Oh, and there's combat going on, damn it. Let's see. The grassland scorpion latches on firmly. The giant scorpion snatches the sinuous in the head from the side with its pincer, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the next muscle. So they're really going at it right there. The scorpion latches onto it, stabs it in the heart, and it drops dead after it rips off a leg. Okay, so these doors are now going to be forbidden. No one else is allowed to go outside to get a drink of water. Drink time is over out there. Here comes another sinuous moving up to the scorpions. Don't tell me we have pirates out there. We may have a pirate out there. And they quickly dispatched that one. They all just pounced on it. Tore it to ribbons. Just gotta scan out here, see if there's anything moving, like a scared dwarf running through the rocks. I'm not tempted at all to do battle with them, by the way. I know that some of you sick bastards out there are probably chanting and wanting me to open these doors, but I'm not going to. I simply will not do it. Heaven forbid they learn how to open the doors. Okay, the stairwell is being dug out, so at least hopefully soon we'll have water access. That was really my biggest concern. I will have to seal that off here. Let's restrict this area right here. I don't want any dwarfs going over there at all. Even once they start building the wall, they better not stand there. You know what? I'm just gonna remove that designation there. And we're not gonna dig through that at all. We'll dig through this here. I said we'll dig through this right. Son of a bitch, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's that hard rock shit. It's the rough-hewn hard rock wall. I see the texture now. Okay, so I can't get down that way. There's more hard rock here. Well, this throws a wrench in the whole damn plan, doesn't it? There's hard rock there, so I can't dig my stairwell. Well, I can't dig through that because that's all hard rock. This is all hard rock. So let's just remove all those designations. This stairwell is another dead end. This is hard rock over here, so I can't make a bridge across. This is hard rock all right here, so I can't go over and around. I have orthoclays meeting the ground right there on the edge. It's possible I could go over that way. This isn't going to be the prettiest stairwell in the world. Let's see, we'll make this upstairs right there. Well, let's make it one more wide. And here, just dig straight for it. I want that dug out as soon as they possibly can. And right here, let's match that up. Put it downstairs, right there. So let's edit this actually. Make it match up a little bit. There we go. And hopefully we don't bump into any more hard rock. That looked like it should just go straight through 2 layers of orthoclays and dump us out into the cavern down there. You're not getting in, scorpions, and there's way too many of you to attack. So both of the sinuous are dead. There's 1 pike left, 2 pike left. And of course all the animals that we brought. I brought 2 pigs, a yak, a giant beetle, a lamb, and a sheep. I thought that I had other stuff marked. I thought that I brought some egg layers too, but I guess not. You know, I know I'm forgetting something here. I have not played this version of Dwarf Fortress very much. I'm forgetting to feed. Don't these animals need grass? I know I can designate a pasture. I mean, I don't know the grass thing. Pin pasture. There we go. We'll turn that on. And any animals that need to eat should go over there and start grazing. I may not have any grazers, though. But yeah, now you need pens with grass for your grazing animals. And chickens can lay eggs. Anything that's modded to lay eggs, you need to make egg nests for. Plenty of fun stuff that I don't know yet. I'll learn before I do a serious fortress. We'll put some dolomite doors up there. Even though I should have put the doors down here, since this is going to be the first one used. So let's see, place 1 armor stand there, 1 right there. And I need to set up my nobles too. So let's see, our expedition leader is the Grimsis. Let's look at the Grimsis here. Grimsis Nago's pony has been ecstatic lately. Talked with a lover, so we got a relationship going on there, maybe with the king of our empire. Been satisfied at work and become caught up in a new romance. Romantically involved with Zonkyob Dust Devil. I don't know who that is, but we'll find out. Citizen of the Tall Wickedness and a member of the Hoary Watch Hell. She's also our expedition leader and 58 years old. Very muscular, a grating, raspy voice. Yellow eyes are slightly close set and has an exoskeleton of purple. All of the space pirates have an exoskeleton. They're going to be quite hardy, I guess. I don't know how tough the exoskeleton is. But these space pirates might survive their 4 years here on this planet. Who knows? They might be one of the more hardy races that we run across. Very strong, tough, quick to heal, but clumsy and susceptible. You can see all the likes and dislikes here. Poor memory. What does she absolutely detests? She detests dew spiders, but loves Thornback Ray and Scrapple Schnapp and Tamarillo Jam. A medium-sized extraterrestrial obsessed with upgrading itself biologically and technologically. Has no ethics and will stop at nothing to further its knowledge. So there's that. You worship anything? You got two deities. Ongong, a deity of the Tall Wickedness, most often takes the form of a male space pirate and is associated with mountains. A little bit of dwarf inside. And Zatok takes the form of a female space pirate and is associated with discipline. I wonder if she wears leather. Your lover is Serenity. Serenity Laja's Trog. Static, made a new friend, fallen in love, 62 years old. Medium-sized extraterrestrial and all this stuff. Detests silkworms. Absolutely hates them. And what deities do you got? Zongzap Mizrali. Often takes the form of a male space pirate and is associated with rulership, beauty, art, and inspiration. And probably why she fell in love with Grimsis, the expedition leader. Caesar is a god, taking the form of the space pirate there. Dig quicker, space pirates. There's jewels and gems down there. There's booty. Maybe we can find hell. Find a pit or a temple or something down here. We're gonna dig until we find those artifacts, wherever they may be. Rare metals. Something has to make this expedition worth it. It is 28th Granite, 669, early spring. And we're just setting up the inside of our landing pad here, inside this abandoned fortress, while the scorpions converge outside. If migrants show up, we may have to go fight them, or we'll have to recruit all the migrants into a suicide squad and send them headfirst into their pinchers and stingers. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Okay, well, let's see what we've got going on. It is 4th slate, mid-spring. I am opening up this tunnel here, because we're going to use this room for a stockpile, kind of, for goods and stuff like that. Instead of having to run however they got there. I'm not sure how they got there. They got to go a really long ways around, up like to the 3rd or 4th floor of our fortress, just to get into this room. So we're going to open it up. Just a little bit of cosmetic changes there. The scorpions are still gathering outside the gate, and our dwarves, our space pirates, have been given a training room here. So the Hells of Sizzling, our little axe gang, can set inside this room and train. Eventually on this floor we'll give them beds, and maybe on this top floor we'll give them their own little dining area, and up here on the very top we'll have archers, and I'll have to build a walkway between both of the towers here. But we'll have archers or rifles or laser guns or whatever it is we can build with the space pirates, manning our walls up there. Applewood door destroyed by a grass scorpion. I think they're getting ready to come through. We're going to have to scramble the military. We did open up the tunnel down here onto the cavern, so we now have access there and can set up farms. We almost ran into the hard rock right here. You can see it just barely pressed up against the stairs. And if we follow it down, it opens up to a river that segregates us from the far side there. So we're actually fairly safe. Unless it can swim or fly, or comes from the edge of the map, then we should be fine. We'll have all the water we need and enough room to farm until we decide what to do next. In fact, real quick, before I go focus on those scorpions that are about ready to kill us, let's put a water source down here. They can fish there, and there's a water source there. I won't go so far as to make it a meeting area. This place right here, we're going to make a dining hall, though. So let's see. Dolomite throne, we'll put that there. Put the table there. That is going to be our lovely dining hall, eventually. This will be a study room. Who is... So let's see. Our manager, and that's right, I need to set this up. Decker is an adequate organizer. Our chief medical pirate can be Dr. Mendez. Our broker is going to be Decker. Our data pirate can be Decker, and our pirate captain. We don't have a head pirate captain. Who leads this squad? The Hells of Sizzling is led by Peppy. So Peppy can be our pirate captain, maybe. No, he doesn't show up on that list. I'm not going to make anyone a pirate captain yet. To hell with it. Okay, the pirate commando is Peppy. The sheriff, that can be Jefficorn. We'll get all of these people rooms soon. For now, though, we're going to assign this room to Decker. There we go. And Jefficorn, what does he need? He needs a lot of stuff we're not going to be able to give him for now, so let's not even worry about it. Hopefully Decker can go up to this room, start organizing our stuff. They've destroyed both of the doors, and here they come. I may have to recruit a whole bunch of space pirates into this squad. There's just so many scorpions there. I'm going to hold out until the very last second. Until they destroy this door here, we're just going to wait. Let this squad do whatever they need to do. Take care of their needs, eat, drink. Maybe... No, it's only mid-spring. We're not going to get migrants this early. Just say, if we could get migrants to come in from behind and attack them while we swing our axe pirates in through the gate there to smash them, that'd be our best hope. But I don't think we're going to get that chance. Okay, well, thankfully those doors can be replaced. I'm not going to build walls or any other doors, like I said. I'm not taking any more precaution than the doors we're going to have there. I'm not even going to set up traps or anything, ever. Just don't believe in it. Not for this fortress. You know what, let's set up some farms, too. Even though I know we're about ready to be squashed. Those scorpions, I just... God, they're scorpions. They're evil, mean scorpions. They're going to completely crush us. No, undo that. I want to build a farm plot here. We'll change its width to be too wide. And I guess that long. That'll be our first farm plot. Make the second one go... I guess I can go right through the silk there. That'll be our second plot. That should be good for now. And also, while we're down here, cut down some of these trees so we can make some beds. Cut down every tree on that level. We've got little shrubs that are going to grow up there and be fine. So I don't feel that we're taking too much from the cavern on our side. I'm pretty sure if you cut down all of the trees on that side, they might not grow back. I could be completely bullshitting you there. They may need spores. They may need a source node to spawn from. I'm not sure. I'm going to choose to believe that's the case, though. For the time being. And yay! Our first dining hall is almost set up. It's got room for one. We'll also go ahead and make it the meeting hall right there. That way all of the animals can go in there and wallow around. Anyone who's on break. I should probably put a small food stockpile in there too. But again, I'm gonna wait. See what these scorpions do. Just don't have a good feeling about them. I think they're all piling on top of each other. Using their mass to break down the doors. Maybe it's just the wildlife that knows we're here. Maybe that'll be it. What is the fish doing on land? It's a shrub. It's a fish shrub. It's a carp tree. It's growing right there. There's also beds out here. What's this? Another shrub. All types of lovely ornamental shrubs that bored dwarfs or bored space pirates have carved into ornamental shrub statues, I guess. I don't know. Eat your last meals, pirates. There's a scale shrub. You got Han Solo and Jefficorn sparring in there. They collide and tumble backwards. Han Solo rolls to his feet. Jefficorn rolls out the door, jumps off the barrel onto Han Solo, slamming him into the ground. They're doing their best wrestling match impressions right there. All the while, the scorpions mass right outside our gates. They're halfway through. An ichor rat is crawling along the floor there. This is just bad news for all of us. See what we have going on in the tunnels here. Let's plant some stuff. Oh gosh, there's going to be so many plants to choose from. I don't even know what seeds I have. What do we got on the menu here? I'm going to have to wait until our bookkeeper organizes it some more before I can farm, because I don't remember what plant seeds I've got. I've got some type of spores and a bunch of other seeds, but I don't know. Come on, Decker. Start keeping track of stuff. A whole bunch of animals can't figure out how to open the door there to get inside. What is having trouble? The pigs and the sheep and the giant beetle can't figure it out, but something snuck in there. The stray lamb snuck inside. The space pirates are just walking around. Some of them are crashing on the floor. They still don't have any beds. Hey, look, we've got some logs brought up. How about right here we make a carpenter's shop. We'll make it out of dolomite, and then we'll start making some beds and anything else we need. Oh well, it is 13th slate, 669, mid-spring, population of 12, and the scorpions are halfway through our gate here. I don't know if they'll advance any further, but if they do, we're going to have the fight of our lives on our hands. I don't think we're very well prepared to deal with that many scorpions. Okay, well, we knew this day was coming. It is 16th slate, mid-spring. It didn't take them very long at all. But they have kicked down the last door here. The scorpions have, and no doubt they'll soon be stampeding their way into our courtyard and to our wagon there. I'm going to go ahead and finish just recruiting a bunch of people into the squad here. We'll fill the squad up. The only people left out will be Serenity and Decker. And we're going to station this squad. And we're going to station them right there. Hopefully they all make it. Some of them are going to see the scorpions and take off after them alone. Yep, there goes our first victim. John Spartan says he's going to a wrestling demonstration. Looks like a bunch of the scorpions. Are they running away from him? Surely not. Let's see, we've got some dolomite doors. Let's see if we can build those. Replace the doors that have been torn down. Mr. Spartan, you need to fall back. No one's going to be able to assist you up there. John Spartan charges at the scorpion. Hacks it in the right first leg. The severed part sails off. He hacks another one in the stinger. The severed part sails off. He's chopping through him then. Well, you know what? John's got me excited. We might actually be able to take them. So I'm going to give the kill command. There we go. Send our military out there. John's been stung. There they go. Finally one of them got him. The grassland scorpion snatches John in the right pincher, tearing the muscle. Apparently it grabbed him in the arm. It goes bleeding off. They chase it down and then hack it to bits. John's crawling around on the ground, winded. I don't know how poisonous that stinger is. Actually. We'll cancel that kill command and try to move the rest of the military back here so they can all go forward at once. John is still crawling around up there. Got somebody sleeping on a wood stockpile. And the scorpions are just standing off in the distance, chattering. And John finally suffocates. Probably, I don't think it was the wounds that killed him. It was definitely the poison. The scorpions regroup for another assault. We're going to give the kill command here. Let's get our little rectangle pulled up. I want you to kill all of them. And one of them has a name now. Zizaltia, the grassland scorpion. The killer of John Spartan. A whole bunch of dwarfs charge out the front. There goes Peppy, the leader. Followed by Han Solo, Colonel Crunch, Dr. Mendez is sleeping on the ground. Fox and Jefficorn charge forward. And let's see. Grimsis is interrupted. I don't think he's going into combat yet. Peppy crushes the scorpion on the right second foot from behind with its left pincher, shattering the chitin. What is going on? I guess my space pirates have pinchers too. Yeah, they got arms and pinchers, and we've got mandibles. I don't know exactly what type of space pirates these are. Somebody said they were from Metroid. I have to admit, I never really played a whole lot of Metroid, so I don't know what those space pirates were like. Peppy smacks the scorpion in the left front leg from behind, and it sails off, and Colonel Crunch crushes the scorpion in the right first foot with its pincher, clipping it off, and the severed part sails off. Well, I guess our space pirates are pretty damn versatile with their pinchers. There's Fox. It looks like his left foot might be chopped off. He's running around bleeding. Everyone else is sitting there smashing down a scorpion. Colonel Crunch shakes the grassland scorpion around, and its right pincher sails off, thumping into the grass. Looks like those scorpions are scattering to the south. Okay, we're gonna cancel the kill command and station everyone back here behind the gates once more. No one charge forward, no one chase yet. Somebody's gonna die here. It's Fox. He's pale, he's thirsty. We don't have a hospital set up, and it's doubtful that we'll get one. Which is kind of sad. Two fools down here, maybe three. Jefficorn, Peppy, and Colonel Crunch are still giving chase to these scorpions. Peppy hacks the scorpion in the right second leg from behind. The part sails off. The scorpion's knocked over and tumbles backwards, landing in some spider webs, where the space pirates pounce on it. Jefficorn hacks it in the abdomen, and the severed part sails off, so he chopped it in half. They continue giving chase to this one. Apparently they haven't heard the order to stand down. And Fox is still out there limping around. Okay, we're gonna send the squad up here. Maybe we can assist Fox before he bleeds out. A couple of the pirates charge forward. There goes V. He's got a right upper leg and a right hip injury, where Scorpion's got a good bite on him. Grimsis is going out there. Still waiting on someone to put those doors. And Dr. Mendez is still sleeping in the grass there. He's coated in blood from where Scorpions ran by while it was wounded. And of course they give chase now. Around the carp shrub. Who's the fastest pirate that we've got? Looks like V is. Even with his wounded leg, he's still catching up to the scorpion. He lunges at it, and he hacks it in the right third leg, chopping the leg off. It turns and stings at V, but he rolls to the side and jumps away, trying to stay behind it so it can't get a good view of him. He hacks it in the left pincher, shattering the chitin, and then collides, tumbling backwards. It stabs him straight through the heart and injects the venom right into him. He doesn't even take a step before V falls over dead. Another, let's see, Grimsis comes up from behind. Looks like it ripped his right ear off. He just barely dodged his head out of the way at the last second. And they've got it pinned down. That was the same one that killed our other dwarf down there. It is a Xyleta, bronze carries. And it's all hacked to bits. They finally strike it down. Oh, and Han Solo charges forward, I think. He wants a piece of these scorpions. Fox is still laying in the grass there, bleeding out. We don't have any idlers, at least. We're using our time. Grimsa stands up, dusts the grass off of its, whatever it's wearing. We got another fight going on. Where's that happening at? Over here. So let's see, we've got Peppy and Colonel Crunch attacking this grassland scorpion. Colonel Crunch is unhappy. Peppy hacks the scorpion in the left third foot. The foot sails off. Colonel Crunch releases its grip on the scorpion's pincher as it pulls free. He jumps on top and they hack it down. Colonel Crunch releases his grip. Peppy twists his embedded steel axe around in his cephalothorax and it bleeds to death on the spot. Let's see, Colonel Crunch is running away. They're fighting up there. Wow, round and round they go. Han Solo and the grassland scorpion here. Han is just hacking its legs off as they go around. He finally gets one blow on its abdomen, splitting it in two like a walnut and spilling its scorpion innards all over the grasslands. Colonel Crunch is limping away. Looks like he's about ready to die. He's unhappy. He's got right pincher damage. His right pincher and right upper leg are wounded. Left upper leg. He took a swift strike across his legs there. I think that's the last scorpion. Now we've got two left. Let's see, here's one. Where's the other one at? Right there. Colonel Crunch shakes the grassland scorpion around, so they've got it pinned right there. Colonel Crunch continues shaking it around by its left first leg, tearing apart its fat and bruising the muscle. He stings it. Let's see, the grassland scorpion stings Colonel Crunch in the right upper leg, chipping the exoskeleton and bruising the muscle. The Colonel grabs the stinger, rips it out, and Peppy charges forward, hacking it in the abdomen, splitting it open as well. And then Peppy goes off on his way back to the entrance. Colonel Crunch is gonna die there. He's winded. He's got neck damage, upper lower spine, brain damage. Probably as the poison works its way through the system, destroying the nervous system. He'll suffocate there, I'm pretty sure. Is that another dead dwarf right here? No, it's Han Solo. Everyone... Yeah, Colonel Crunch is suffocated. I think that this is the last scorpion right here. So give the command to kill that and see who charges forward. Can anyone move? I guess that's another dead dwarf right there. You better run, Scorpion. We're coming for you. And then we'll be clean. There won't be anything left on the map except the pike that we're not going to go deal with. Because I'm not going to make my dwarfs swim, which would be absolute suicide. At least Fox is still alive. We'll have to get him some crutches. And the race is on. Oh no, we won't have to get Fox crutches. The scorpion senses some weakness from Fox and charges after him. Fox looks sick. The grassland scorpion stings him in the lower body, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. Fox bites the scorpion and shakes it around by the abdomen, bruising the fat. The grassland scorpion snatches Fox in the left lower leg. So Fox is probably going to die there. The rest of the dwarves, or the rest of the space pirates, pile on and quickly strike it down. Grimsis got the final blow, hacked it in the abdomen, cut it in two. And Fox is going to lay there and die. He's pale, winded, thirsty. Woe is me, he says. He did not see this happening today. I'm going to quickly regain, pick up a few things. We'll pick up that body pile there. I need to get some coffins made. We'll regain their gear. We lost a lot of dwarfs that time, I think. And Colonel Crunch's body right there. So what are we down to? 9. Yeah, we lost 3. Pretty awful. 4. Fox just died. He's suffocated up there. So rest in peace to all the brave heroes. Our farms are planted. Still waiting on our records to be updated though, damn it. I might have to make sure he doesn't have any other jobs going on so that he can go to his desk. So it is 24th Slate, mid-spring. For the time being, I think we're just going to be recovering our wounded and continuing to just fortify the place a little bit. I need to get more squads set up. Get a trade depot built. Here, let's build that trade depot now before I forget. We'll build it right there. And we're going to build it out of dolomite. With any luck, hopefully we'll have some traders show up soon, even though I don't have anything to trade them. I need to get my craft shop pumping some stuff out. Let's see. Rock, wood. We'll do rock mugs. We'll just pump out plenty of mugs for the time being to trade with the locals until we get some better stuff. Okay, well that didn't take long. As soon as I stopped recording, we were under attack once more. What is going on? The Kokuri are fighting. They're attacking Han Solo right now, right here. And these are just little demons. They sometimes travel in packs, it says. I'm having to kind of censor some of these damn descriptions. Sick fucks. Who types this stuff? I don't even know. But the military is there. Well, at least Han Solo is. We'll send a few more back. I don't think he'll need help, but I don't know how dangerous these things are. Han Solo crushes the Kokuri. We're going to call them Cokes from now on. The Cokes in the upper right arm with its pincher, a motor nerve has been severed. Han Solo clamps down and latches on, shaking it around. The arm sells off. One of them attacks Han, but he scrambles away. Let's see, one of them bites Han in the right upper arm, chipping the exoskeleton, and then lands a solid punch on his right foot, bruising the muscle. Han rolls to the side, already having dispatched 2 of them. He goes into a trance. He's all beat up though. Left upper arm, right upper arm. They've been going for his arm. He's got a scratch on his eyelid. He tangos with the Coke for a while. It strikes at him, but the shot is blocked by his axe. The Kokuri punches Han in the right mandible, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. It then bites him in the right foot, tearing the muscle and fracturing the right ankle's exoskeleton. It latches on and begins to shake around. Han Solo hacks it in the right lower body as it sits there chewing on his ankle. And it sells off in an arc. It releases its grip and falls over. Okay, military can stand down. Everyone back to being a civilian. You almost made it, guys. You almost made it for a little bit of action, but Han Solo dealt with it. Looks like there's one left. Oh, they can fly. Isn't that wonderful? And I think it's going to land in our courtyard here. Where did it go? I need to have archer squads training out here, I think. It's somewhere. Got all types of things flying through the air, it looks like. Well, if it shows up, there it is. Somebody will deal with it, I'm sure. Oh, it's just tiptoeing through the grass here. Landing for a second and then taking off and flying away. Looking for an easy victim, I think. You know what, I'm not going to have anyone out there, actually, because I've got everyone in the military, Let's send the people out there. I might actually have to give them a kill order to try to kill this thing. Oh, it's already on the outside of the walls. Maybe Maybe it'll run away. Maybe it'll go mess with Han Solo, who might actually be paralyzed. Is he? Ability to stand is lost. He's got 4 other kills, but 1 notable kills. Bronze carries. Before he was mangled and brutalated by a bunch of Kokuris. Okay, what I need to do here, I need to take some of these people out of the military. Anyone who, no relevant skills, you're out. Grimsis, thank you for your service, you're out. Falco, you're gone. Jefficorn, you're proficient. Han is proficient. Peppy's proficient. Damn it, all my other proficient axe pirates died. I think I had 2 proficients die and 1 regular one. Han Solo is attacked. Curses. Did I pull Han out? No, he's still in there, but not really good for anything. We'll give him the command to kill that one there. Maybe he'll get to it. It tries to bite Han Solo as he lays on the ground, but he rolls away, blocks, and parries the shot. He continues to roll away. I'm not sure he's actually going to fight. No, it doesn't look like he is going to fight. He's just going to stand there and take it. Well, not really stand there, I guess, but he's just going to take it. There goes some people. Jefficorn is carrying a barrel of our finest ale. Han Solo breaks the grip of its teeth. It bites him in the upper body, fracturing a rib. Pries it off. It punches him in the right lower arm, tearing through the fat, bruising the muscle. He gets a few good blows on him. Finally, Han snaps out of it and grabs his weapon. He hacks it in the right wing, tearing apart the muscle. Jefficorn cancels pickup equipment. Did Han kill it? Is it dead? No, it flew away after he hacked it in the wing. Wow, it flew really far away. Trying to go inside the courtyard now. Oh, you little shit. Hurry up and land so we can kill you. Yeah, this is where archers would be extremely useful. Oh well, it is second fell site. I'm not going to record this. We should be able to deal with this thing. And I'll come back whenever something interesting happens besides these random little devils. We'll have the trade depot built soon. I do have doors placed now. And what the heck? It's attacking Han again. There it is. It's back. Han was distracted and passed out in the grass. I guess I might cover Han's last stand here. The Kokuri punches Han in the right eye. His head reels back and slams into the ground. Something just tore off. It punches Han in the lower front tooth. His tooth falls out. The Kokuri smashes it into the ground. There's Peppy. He's charging forward. Hurry, Peppy, save Han, quick. He's not even attempting to fight back this time. Peppy hacks it in the left wing and the severed part sells off. We're gonna de-wing the bastard so it can't fly away. Peppy then hacks it in the lower body, splitting it in 2. Okay, everyone stand down. Han, you really need to get back inside. I'm gonna have to set up a hospital at some point. Maybe this will be the hospital. I have a feeling this is where most of the injuries are gonna take place if we survive this. So that's what I'm gonna work on actually. Let's well, I don't have any beds yet. I'm still waiting for a carpenter to get some free time to go build that carpenter's shop. So that's something else we need to do. Trade depot will be up and running soon, and I guess our fortress is doing rather well. It's 4th fell site, 669, late spring. It's year 1 of our 4-year exploration onto this strange planet. Okay, we got a few changes around our spaceport base here. Han is still outside dying of thirst and malnutrition slowly. But maybe I can get him hauled over here to the hospital soon. I've got beds placed. I'm going to have tables and traction benches placed shortly as well, as soon as they're made. Yep, somebody carried a bed there. Serenity carried a bed. Placed it there. I'll also place coffers and cabinets in here, that way the thread can be stored, and cloth, everything that we're going to need for a full functioning hospital. In here I've placed wood furnaces and wood smelters, or actually just wood furnace and regular smelters. I found out that the walls of our fortress are rough lignite. That means every time I tear the walls down to make a tunnel here, to make a little hallway, I'm going to be left with these lignite blocks, basically, that I can use to burn and to fuel reactions with. So I'll be able to make ore shortly, and we can start getting an armor smith and weaponsmith trained up, and we can start outfitting the rest of our troops here. We only have 2 good axemen left, Peppy and Jefficorn. And Jefficorn is our sheriff, and he needs a bedroom and a bunch of other things. He's got 1 kill, 1 grassland scorpion, and Peppy has 4 kills. 2, looks like 3 grassland scorpions and a Kokuri. Han Solo, I think he was our big brutalator, but his days are done with, yeah. 5 total kills for him. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Just designating a few areas to be mined out, that way I have additional stone to build with. We'll get a few gems from it as well. Nothing too major going on. Again, still just shoring the place up, trying to get a few things situated and placed. This is the coffins. This is where our graves are going to be. We'll set these for burial as soon as they get placed. I've only got 1 coffin. And we'll start to bury some of these dead pirates, that way they don't come back and haunt our fortress here. So it is 19th Felsite, late spring. And I think we're going to be fine for now, unless we get a big surprise on the way. Oh, well, bad news, but it might actually be, you know, better news than what possibly could have happened, which would have been Han Solo strapped to a bed for the rest of his life. Like, we haven't seen that story happen before. But he was struck down by the Kokuri that have shown up. There's more of them. Let's go ahead and just scramble our military. I'm going to scramble them right inside the walls there. I fully expect these bastards to fly through the air over the walls and try to assault us. Here they come. I got dwarfs all over the place, tearing down walls, building beds. Deckers interrupted. Where is that going on at? Right there. Here they come, right down over the walls, yep. Let me get my little combat log up here. We'll see who gets the first blow. Jefficorn hacks the Kokuri in the upper body, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the lower inner nerve paste's nervous tissue. It falls over. He gets to his grisly task of striking it down. One latches onto his back, digging its claws in. He hacks another one in the upper body, kicking it to the ground. He hacks one in the right wing. The wing flaps off and falls to the ground. A Kokuri bites Jefficorn in the upper arm from behind, surprising him. It chips the exoskeleton and latches on. He turns, elbows it. It drops to the ground. He hacks it in the upper body with his battle axe, tearing apart the muscle, tearing apart the right rib, and tearing apart the bean-based right lung. He hacks that one down. He kicks another one into the stairwell and gives it a Kirby. It shatters into pieces. Well, there's a few of them dead. Anyone injured? There's Peppy. He's miserable. He doesn't like his leadership position. Jefficorn lost his name. He is... I don't think he has a title yet. He's got 1 notable kill. He killed Channeled Waxes. Let's give him his name back here. I don't think he has a title yet. Maybe someday. A few more kills under his belt. And we've got Sunflower Fairies that have shown up. Wonderful. A common fairy found in Gensokyo. Mainly known for causing mischief more than anything else. These fairies mainly specialize in firing sunflower seed from their sunflowers. In general, these fairies are classified as weak, but an annoyance at most. And they are here, no doubt, to annoy the hell out of us. Which is why we're going to kill them. Jefficorn runs to the hospital and lays down in bed. He's just resting. I don't think he's seriously wounded. We'll see what these fairies do. I'm sure they're looking for a fight. We shouldn't ever expect to be left alone here. I'm gonna take a drink and crunch on some ice. Looks like Peppy's just rolling around in the blood there, admiring his latest piece of work from him and Jeff. Where are you at, fairies? They're flying around the wall, I guess. Can't decide exactly where they want to attack. So it is 28th Fell Site, late spring, and we're just gonna see what these fairies do. They may not be a nuisance at all. I may not even cover their slaying. We'll see. Okay, well, kind of some bad news for the fortress. Peppy and Jeff, our two proficient axe dwarfs, are both throwing a tantrum. There's Peppy right there in our barracks. And Jeff is still in bed throwing a tantrum. He can stand, he's just resting for the time being, along with everyone else in there. My biggest worry is whenever people throw tantrums with axes in their hands, they tend to chop other dwarfs to bits. And that is currently what I'm waiting on. Peppy calms down. Somebody was interrupted by a sun fairy right there. The sun fairies are still prancing around. Every once in a while they'll touch down in front of somebody and then they'll fly away. They haven't caused any harm yet. They haven't even attacked us, but they do scare people for some reason. I think we've got most of the bodies picked up from outside, and besides this one, I think that's Han Solo. I think everyone else is already buried. Yeah, there's Han's body. Let's claim that and his pile of gear. Maybe some lucky recruit down the road will put it to better use, and Jefficorn calms down too. So, that's all that's going on. I'm also moving the trade depot from here up to here in this little cubby hole, so it's a little bit closer to our crafts. Still pumping out rock mugs. I don't know how many we've made, if we've made any, because I'm still waiting for Decker to go to his damn desk. I don't know what I need to do. I need to set up something better, apparently. Wait a second, there is something I need to do. It's all coming back to me now. This is normally why I practice before I do a real fortress. We'll change the settings, and we're going to put him on, at least for now, medium precision. There we go. They start off either with no precision or the lowest possible, which means they'll basically never do it. And now Decker goes to update his stockpile records. So that's what's going on. It is 14th Hematite here in Crowd Incest. We're burying the dead and preparing for traitors should they ever show up. And another bad bit of news. Peppy has been stricken by melancholy and has went insane. So he's no longer any use to us, but he didn't go on a murdering rampage. Jefficorn, that means you are now promoted to not only sheriff, but to the leader of our squad. Our lone military squad, the Hells of Sizzling. Oh, this is awful. There's Peppy, just wandering around. He went over to stroke the wagon a few more times in his melancholy state. So now it's just Jefficorn and Serenity. The only two recruits that we've got. And Jeff's still laying in bed. I really hope he's not paralyzed. He's thirsty. His right upper arm is smashed open. Decker has checked him out. Decker, let me check Dwarf Therapist real quick. I don't think he's the only doctor. No, Dr. Mendez is the other doctor we've got. Let's get Dr. Mendez in there. He needs to stop doing whatever he's doing. Except I can't really disinfect his arm either, because I don't have any soap. I haven't made any yet. I don't have any animals to butcher. And I haven't even set up a butchery shop yet. So there's still plenty of stuff we've got to do around the spaceport here. It's 17th hematite, early summer. And we're just taking things one day at a time right now, waiting for these fairies to see what they do. They're talking to the pike, trying to get them to launch an assault. They're telling the pike that they'll carry them and throw them at us if they're up for it. Jeff goes back to throwing a tantrum, yelling for someone to come disinfect his arm or to set it or treat it or something. Anything is better than just laying there in bed waiting. Oh, let's just hope he holds it together. It doesn't go berserk on us. Oh, well, it happened. No one could, well, the doctor couldn't get to Jeff in time, and hearing about his friend Peppy going insane, he finally decided to go over the edge too, and Jefficorn went berserk. He hops out of bed. What does he have in his hand? He's the only one that can actually fight. He's got winding spire fiber trousers. Does he still have his axe? Yes, he does. A forged steel battle axe. He is going to go on a murder spree with it. Okay, hang on. I need to draft a whole bunch of people into the military here. Everybody we've got left anyways. Everybody, you have to put down Jeff quickly. I don't think anyone's going to be able to do it, though. He's got the highest skill out of all of them, and he's absolutely pissed off. So, who is his first victim going to be? He charges after Peppy. Doesn't even realize that that's his long-lost friend now. He's too far gone into being berserk. And Jefficorn hacks Peppy on the lower body with a steel battle axe, tearing apart the muscle and spilling the guts on the ground. He kicks Peppy over. He rolls backwards. He hacks him in the lower body again, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the stomach. He jumps on top of him, hacks him in the lower body, and the axe lodges in the wound. Hacks him in the right mandible. The severed part sells off. He strikes at Peppy, but the shot is parried. A couple dwarfs finally charge around him. There's Grimsis there. Grimsis tries to swing at him but misses, and then crushes Jeff in the right mandible, shattering the exoskeleton. Grimsis bites him, latches on, and then loses hold as Jeff wrestles out of his grasp. Jeff hacks Grimsis in the left lower arm and chops Grim's arm off. It sells off. He's got a look of blood and fury in his eyes. Serenity steps up to the plate. The fresh green recruit, the one who is going to replace Jeff if she survives, and hacks Jeff in the upper body, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the left lung. Jeff hacks Grimsis in the right lower arm, tearing apart the fat. Grimsis bites Jeff and shakes on, ripping off his right mandible. Bites him in the head. Looks like Grim is running away to the north now. He's faint. Left lower arm is gone. His left pincher is gone. There's Peppy. He's in pain. His guts are spilled on the ground. He doesn't care. He's completely gone too. There's Jefficorn. He's faint. His right mandible's gone. Left lung's damaged. And I'm sure Serenity is there somewhere. Oh, there goes Serenity. She's lost her left pincer, so she gives up the fight. Falco's stepping up right now. He's the only one left. He charges after Jefficorn. Jeff strikes at Peppy, but the shot is parried. He hacks him in the lower body, tearing apart the muscle through his trousers. Falco crushes Jeff in his first toe, shattering the exoskeleton. He latches on firmly, so he's biting him. He doesn't even have a weapon. Jeff grins and hacks Falco on the left upper leg, chopping the leg off. Falco falls over, and Jeff breaks the grip of his left pincer on his first toe. Peppy stands up, Jeff stands up and gets back to work. Jeff hacks Falco in the upper body, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the left lung. So even with lungs of Jeff, with Jeff's lung messed up, his mandible gone, he's bruised and beat up, he's still killing. He hacks Falco in the right lower arm, and the severed arm sells off. Looks like somebody's coming back. Here comes Decker. Oh, Decker steps up. Falco's down. Jefficorn hacks Decker in the left mandible, chopping his mandible off. Jeff also hacks Falco in the left lower arm. The severed arm sells off, so Decker is probably not going to be able to put up a fight either. Peppy bleeds to death. Decker tries to crawl away, leaving a long blood trail, but Jeff chases him down easy, hacks off his left lower arm, strikes him in the left upper leg, tearing through the fat and bruising the muscle, and then strikes him down, chopping off his head in one blow. So who do we have left? Jeff's going to the next person, I think. Where are you going, Jeff? Are you camping the stairs there? So we've got one person up here. Who's left? We've got Dr. Mendez picking up equipment. We'll see if Mendez can pull off a miracle. And Serenity, who is limping away. Jeff grins, picking her up in his 1,000-yard stairs. They spot each other. Mendez throws a tantrum. And the fight is on. They clash, slide by each other. They pirouette and quickly lock mandibles. Dr. Mendez continues to throw a tantrum. Let's see. Serenity swings at Jeff. She misses. Jeff counter-strikes and hacks off the right lower arm. Serenity loses hold of the battle axe, the rabbit leather mitten, the banshee, right pincer wrap, and the pigtail fiver pincer wrap. So Serenity is down. Jeff gives chase. Serenity has no chance of fighting back. No hope at all. This fortress is doomed. Again, unless Mendez can somehow pull off a miracle. Jeff's getting real winded. He's pale, thirsty. I think he might bleed out here. We'll see. Well, actually, it doesn't say he's bleeding. Let's see. His mandible's gone. Body's smashed open. I can't see his relationships or anything. Not that it matters. Mendez cancels pickup equipment. And hey, we got a stray ram now. This is our lamb that grew up. Serenity runs and hides somewhere. And Jeff gives up. It's 22nd Hematite, early summer. We didn't even make it through the second season. Oh, poor Mendez. Thirsty, very unhappy. He's spam canceling me, unable to pick up his equipment or something. As soon as Jeff sees him, it's not gonna matter. Serenity charges again, and Jeff hacks Serenity in the left upper arm, taking off the arm at the shoulder. Serenity falls over and bleeds to death before she can take another step. So now it's just Jeff and Mendez. What, is Grimsis still alive? Where is the old Grim? He is still alive. He's resting right now. That's not good for him. He's in the hospital. He's unconscious. If Jeff finds him, he's going to strike him down. He's unable to defend himself or fight back. It's basically over for this fortress. Here, we'll kick Grimsis out. We'll put Dr. Mendez as the leader and then Grimsis in second. And let's move them right here, maybe somewhere by Jeff. I don't know if Mendez will be able to snap out of his trance either. He's completely depressed and sad. I guess I'll try to follow to the very end here. I probably should just abandon and call it a day. The Space Pirate Confederation came back 3 years later on the due date. Almost 4 years later, I guess, since we didn't make it very far. And all they found were skeletons littering the courtyard. The signs of battle had long since washed away, the blood, the guts, and gore. Most of the bones had been picked clean. But how does it end? I think it's going to end with Grim starving to death up there in bed. Jeff fervently guarding the stairwell here for eternity until he starves to death. And Dr. Mendez just trapped in the door there. He's thirsty, he's miserable. You're not wounded, are you? Doesn't really look like it. Just completely heartbroken. All the Mendez's friends are gone, dead. A space pirate with no comrades. It's a horrible situation to find yourself in. I think I'll come back when somebody makes a move. It could be a while before they snap out of it. In fact, they all could go insane. Who knows? Okay, well, we finally got some action here. We've got Dr. Mendez, who is carrying our strongest ale there in a barrel, is charging after Jefficorn, Wiltlie, the competitive drinker. He's challenged him to a drink-off, and he's bringing the barrel up there. I'm coming for you, Jefficorn. And here they go. They lock eye contact. Jeff sees the barrel, and they charge. Let's see, Jeff hacks Dr. Mendez in the lower lip with the pommel of his forged battle axe. He reels his mouth open and begins making him chug straight from the barrel. It tears apart the fat and bruises the muscle. Dr. Mendez swings and misses. Jeff hacks him in the left lower leg. The leg sells off and Mendez falls to the ground. Jeff gives chase, kicking him all over the place. And he's finally down. So rest in peace, Dr. Mendez, on First Malachite, midsummer. Jeff goes back to his guard post at the stairwell, and Grimsis is left to rot right there in the hospital. I'm just going to go ahead and actually abandon this fortress now. Population of 1, which is the wounded Grim here. He had 1 kill, a scorpion. Serenity, his lover, is long dead, and his 2 deities have forsaken him. His right lower arm is broken, his right lower arm's cut open, right ear is gone, and left lower arm is completely gone. Well, rest in peace, fortress, crowd incest. You were a failed venture. Many men gave their lives trying to protect your walls. I'll just abandon this right here. Here we go. And we'll put it into the pages of history. Our settlement has been abandoned. Our spirit has been crushed. And we will never see that fortress again. So, whenever we come back, I think I'm going to do one more fortress. We will not be space pirates. I don't know what we'll be. Maybe we'll be rainbow ponies or something like that. Cave ponies, perhaps. We will see. So many different choices available to us.